I am grateful for my weight, but not in that masochistic measurement that humanity values each other by, as I personally know the shame from both opposing poles. No, I am grateful for how it so precisely maintains my gravitational pull towards this earth, my feet hugging its green and blue orbit, and how it cues doctors if something is awry. I am grateful for my weight and how insulated it keeps me from the cold while reserved with energy for all my eccentric adventures to unfold. I am grateful for my thighs and how they jiggle freely as your eyes tiptoe up from my feet past my knees. Every tiger stripe on my hip is a battle that I have fought and won. Every unique dimple that you sing cellulite is my beauty mark to proudly own, not yours to judge to tear me down. Cottage cheese, that just happens to be one of my favorite treats, so bring it on. I am grateful for my thighs, for their strength, for having carried my soul along its journey when no one else could help me fly, for securely holding that scalding Starbucks while I drove and applied my mascara during rush hour when I was late to work, for winning every naked wrestling match underneath my sacred sheets, for pulling in close the human that I love. I am grateful for my belly, for its organic, soft mound of life that sways beneath my hip bones like welcoming pillows for loved ones to come and rest their tired heads upon, for its bellowing laughter, infectious kaleidoscopic bubbles giggle out from foam from beneath my core and pop it out into the stars hanging beyond my bedroom ceiling. I am grateful for my belly, for loyally, dependably sitting up every time that I was knocked down, for it always being on point with its instinct when my heart and my mind still squabbled, for securely comforting my damned fire ants of anxiety that would have otherwise eaten me alive. I am grateful for my arms. Every scar on each porcelain wrist, blue veined arms is a war store victory that reminds me of how desperately I managed to keep myself alive, only to continue living in the same time that I had begged to die. They have lifted me off my lonesome rock-hold bottom too many times to count. They have been my earthly featherless wings, carrying my fragile heart in calloused, blistered hands. I am grateful for my chest, regardless if organically grown or farm raised. They are mine and mine only. The sweat that accumulates beneath their folds is as they swagger and sway, I release them in the summer's breeze. We are all born with nipples, and I believe that my double X chromosomes hardly qualify mine as shame-filled triple X threats requiring camouflage. I am grateful for my chest and the mighty voice it whispers, it sings, it screams like that night no other force would save me. Oh, my lungs, how they aided me. I am grateful for my face. Every sun-kissed stain is evidence that I have truly lived, that I have dared to venture outside the comfort zone of my room. Every accumulating line crawling out from beneath my eyes is evidence that I have smiled, I have laughed, that I have been joy. Every freckle is a photo reflection from the stars that I have counted at night over and over and over again as I pray for salvation from the moon from what lurked within. I am grateful for my feet. Having chased the sunrises in Cairo to tightrope walking society stigma, now uniquely formed, nail polish peeling, and from my barefoot grounding, leave signatures of my soul in the sand, squishing beneath my toes, in the sand, seeking treasures of sea glass, on the grass, tickling my verdant cravings. Oh, life, oh, my life. I am grateful for my feet, for having run so many times away from the scenarios that either in times my mind had stalled and craved to stay put. Segue. I am grateful for my mind. Oh, yes, my mind. I am grateful for my mind in all its initial creative construction and neural alchemy. It has blessed me with experiencing both my deepest darkness and my purest light. I am grateful for my mind. It has taught me to forgive the fluttering fears in between my ears where most have never ventured to go, so deep within their own cranial caverns to their source, a crisp and cool as it is clear pool. That is where, in my mind, I am the lone residing fish. So to know my mind, they must choose to submerge and willingly drown themselves and find their own fins to join me as we possibly for the first time authentically feel, know, embody every emotion across the synaptic spectrum, simultaneously watercolored fireworks in what feels to be what? Less than a moment? But it's actually 14 days, 9 hours, and 33 minutes. The elderly orderly cheerfully preaches it with her southern smoker's tongue in the now apparent sterile ward where empty homes dressed in pastel cotton gowns and rubber sole socks called either patients or clients rotate between rocking in the reading corner or pacing down the echoing corridors, carrying on their one-way conversations with convincing transparent company. Congratulations, you have just no recollection, but just the irrefutable repercussions of your first psychotic manic episode. Mental and chronic illness is a full-time job in its own existence. But even then, I am grateful. I am not perfect, but I tell you this, I have no flaws, and neither do you.